Welcome back to Danganronpa V3. Someone's dead, and we don't know who. It could be Kaito, it could be Kokichi, but there is the distinct possibility that it's neither of them. In between episodes, I just happened to look at the report card, and unknown status for both the two of them is interesting. I don't know where this case is going, but the first destination on our investigation this time around is the bathroom. Of course, there is a trail of blood leading between the hydraulic press and the bathroom, so we're gonna see where it leads, or what it leads to. This is the bathroom. Now that I think about it. No, I'm locked up in this bathroom, but Kokichi's just outside that door. This is the place where Kaito was imprisoned. Kaito might have left some kind of clue here. No, he didn't leave anything. He might not be dead. Anyway, I should investigate inside. Man, just when I was saying how straightforward this chapter was being, and if it was doing it deliberately, they do this. Crossbow? What is all this about? Well, I was right, this wasn't the last we would see of this toilet. A crossbow? This is one of the crossbows from Maki's lab. Why is this here? That's a good question. We got arrows here. Bolts. There are arrows on the floor of the bathroom. 3 in total, and blood on all of them. What is this? What happened here? Right, so wait a second, Kaito's jacket that we saw inside the hydraulic press, do we have a picture of that? I'm not sure we'll be able to see it from that picture, because it's quite small. But it looked like it had a hole in the arm. Could that have been made by the crossbow bolt? And then this? What's this? Poison? It says poison on it. Is it really going to be that straightforward? There's a small bottle in the corner of the bathroom. It's empty. I feel like I've seen this before. The label has blood all over it. I can't read it completely, but I can see the word poison.
Could it be?
And if this is poison, this bottle must be taken from my lab. I don't know who brought this here, but it definitely has something to do with the case. Again with the poison. A bloodstain. A puddle of blood in the center of the room and a swipe pattern from there to the door. What could this mean? So originally I thought that the murder occurred in here, but there's very little to suggest that anyone was killed in here other than this very small pile of blood. And it doesn't look like it wasn't a swipe. This isn't a swipe. So whoever left this trail of blood wasn't dragged to the door, but they were dragged from the door to the hydraulic press. I don't know what that means. Is there anything else in here? There's the window. A small window for ventilation. This is the same window from before. It's a small window and it doesn't open all the way. No one would be able to fit through here. Well, I suppose if someone could fit through, Kaito would have escaped by now. Perhaps it's too small for a person, but an object could fit through. Maki, what have you done? Did she bring him the crossbow? Did he poison the crossbow bolts and try to kill Kokichi? Is that what they're trying to get at here? I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? Oh, this bag here. How did I miss that? Ah, this case. Oh, what's that in the black case over there? As if backing away from the conversation, Kaito headed to the far shelf. What's in it? Is it some kind of weapon? This is the case from before, right? Yeah, it's the one that had the crossbow in it. Alright, I finished investigating in the bathroom. There were more clues than I thought there'd be, and one is particularly concerning. Why is the crossbow from Maki's lab in here? And the 3 bloody arrows. Those arrows are definitely for the crossbow, but why are all 3 bloodied? And that bottle of poison, what could it have been used for? There's still so much I don't know. This case looks like it's going to be tricky. Yeah, but the music is so good, though. Right then, I guess we're done here? No, I guess not. What have I missed? Ah, yes, this. The clothing. Like I said, it's got a hole in it. There's a sleeve sticking out of the press. It's definitely Kaito's coat sleeve. In that case, the victim must be...
No.
No, that hasn't been determined yet. I need to investigate further. It looks like the left sleeve sticking out of the hydraulic press. Only the sleeve is sticking out. No other part of the victim's body is visible. Were they crushed completely, so that only the sleeve remains? What's this? The sleeve has a single small hole in it. A hole in the sleeve. What could this be? I think it's a crossbow bolt, right? I suppose that's all the information I can deduce from the hydraulic press. I can't check the body, so I don't have many clues to work with. I'll have to find more clues elsewhere. Yeah. That's about all I can investigate here in the hangar. There are still questions. The truth is still far out of reach. I still can't deduce who the victim is. I need more clues. I should investigate other areas. I should start with the areas around the hangar. Yeah. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the control panel outside, for a start. Hey Kubo, how you feeling? The alarm system is off. It must still be affected by the electro bomb.
All right.
I should investigate this place thoroughly. There must be some clues around here. Hey Kubo. Phew, I'm starting to feel a little better now. I'm sorry to worry you, Shuichi.
Okay.
I was a bit worried. I'm glad you're feeling better. There was something I needed to ask Kibo.
Hey.
Hey Kibo, before we went into the hangar this morning, you said... So I went to the hangar last night and tried to talk to him. You tried to talk to him on your own? I'm sorry, I thought it would be preferable for him to release Kaito peacefully. How did it go? It went about as well as I expected. There was no response at all. But I did witness a few things. You said that you witnessed a few things. What exactly did you see? Ah, yes. Since we were in a hurry, I only told you about the exasol returning to the hangar.
Okay.
Yes, you said the exasols could pass through the alarm system and barrier to the hangar.
Yes.
I never imagined something like that would happen, so I didn't mention it before. But before I saw the exasol, I saw someone heading towards the hangar.
Huh?
You saw someone? I saw... Himiko. What? What's she doing? Oh
I
no.
was in my lab trying to think of what I should write to convince Kokichi. That's when I saw her walking toward the hangar, clutching something in her hands.
I swear to God. Game, don't you dare.
I think it was a black bag. A black bag?
At the time, I assumed she was going there to examine things or plead with Kokichi. And since she came back later, I didn't think much of it. But after seeing her reaction this morning, I started to get a little suspicious. What? What did you see?
Why?
She was acting like she had something to hide. It's not that I want to suspect her.
You're right.
True, it is suspicious.
Hey!
You said you saw her come back as well. Was she holding the bag at that time?
Well...
Now that I think about it, she didn't. So she had it coming in, but not leaving. It has to be. That black bag Himiko was carrying was... By the way, this is a little off topic, Shuichi, but...
Huh?
What is it?
As I thought.
The reason I wasn't feeling well may have been due to the electro bomb. But it was because of those electromagnetic particles, not because I'm a robot. So what I experienced was akin to an allergic reaction, such as hay fever.
Which means...
So it could have affected a human the same way. Being a robot had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Right. That must be it. So that thing that Himiko said was bothering him. He really is a bit too sensitive. Please, game. Please don't do this to me. Himiko is the only thing keeping me sane through all of this nonsense. Alright, let's go around and check this out. This is the bathroom window. This is the hangar's only window, and it's not possible to fit through. That means the only way to get into the hangar is through the shutter. I mean, as long as we're implicating Himiko, she could probably fit through that. She is not large. Anyway, let's have a look at the hangar shutter, I suppose. The hangar shutter. There's a security alarm here. You have to use the alarm remote to disable it to get near the shutter. If you come near the shutter without the remote, a loud alarm would go off around the entire academy. We had to use an electro bomb to disable the sensor and the alarm. That's how we got into this hangar. It's not exactly a bomb though, even if it's called an electro bomb. It jams electronic signals by scattering particles that interfere with electromagnetic waves. For 2 hours, any and all electronic devices within 50 yards will be completely disabled. It's perfect for any secret activities too, because it doesn't leave any debris behind. This invention is extraordinary, but I only have 3 of them. So I need to use them carefully. You guys will have to settle for the electro hammers. 3. Now that I think about it, there were 3 electro bombs total. One was stolen by Maki, but what of the other 2? Exactly, that's going to be important, somehow. Did we ever discuss what they would do to the exosols as well? And let's have a look at this. This is the control panel that controls the electric barrier protecting the hangar. We hit it with an electro hammer, so it isn't operational right now.
That's true.
That's right. What are these marks here? It looks as if it's been struck by something sharp. What could these be? Wait, how are they even able to damage this in the first place? Getting near the control panel should cause the alarm to go off. You have to turn off the alarm before you even get close. So how did the person who did this get near the control panel? Using an exosol, I think. That's about all I was concerned with in this hangar. But I still don't have enough clues. There has to be more. The other places that might yield some clues are Maki's lab and my lab. The crossbow in the bathroom, the bottle of poison. I need to investigate those leads.
Alright.
I should also inspect the 3 exosols that were protecting Monokuma. Why were they protecting him in the first place? That might be related to the case somehow as well. Yeah, indeed. Let's go and do that. Around here, right? See, what gets me is that they were working, right? They were moving. Also, there's an electro hammer there. They shouldn't be moving, unless Kokichi can control all 5 of them with the remote. What does it say on the front there? Oh, it just says exosol. This exosol isn't showing any signs of moving. If Kokichi is alive, he can use this remote control to move them as he pleases. But that remote control Kokichi has for the exosols, what is it exactly? Does he have it because he's the mastermind? Is it going to say the same for all of them? I think so, yeah. Those claws could have made that damage on the panel, right? I think they could. Alright, electro hammer. There's an electro hammer here, but why? And it's out of power. It must have been used. But used for what? But be careful, the electro hammer runs out of battery pretty quickly. So if you use it against an exosol, it'll run out of juice with just one shot. Got it? If the electro hammer's power is expended, it requires 24 hours to recharge. We know that for certain. Yeah. I remember the site that I saw yesterday. Exosol's protecting Monokuma for some reason. Kokichi said that he was the mastermind. The exosol should be around him. So why were they protecting Monokuma? And 4 of them too. I suppose I was so caught up thinking about Kokichi, I ignored Monokuma. Speaking of... Pay attention, listen up, take heed, I say! Monokuma! It's just, I noticed you came this way last night, Shuichi. Yeah. You were acting all sneaky, weren't you? Like a teenage boy trying to creep into the adult movie section of the video store. What's a video store? But you didn't need to sneak around, because the Exosols wouldn't have attacked you.
Hey!
What are you saying? We didn't have to sneak? Because everyone's coming to rent adult movies, so in a way, everyone going there is the same.
Wait!
No, not that. I meant about the Exosols not attacking us.
Yeah?
Oh, at the time, the Exosols were on autopilot and directed only to observe me. Yeah, I guess so. That's what I was thinking.
Hey.
Their movements are more limited now that the Monokubs aren't around to pilot them.
Huh?
Autopilot? You mean the remote control that Kokichi has?
Well...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Exosols were being controlled by Kokichi's remote control. But they were focusing on Monokuma?
Hey!
Why are you telling me all this? This puts the person controlling you at a disadvantage.
Hey.
But we're not talking about that, we're talking about this!
Yeah?
Even if it puts someone at a disadvantage, the class trial must always be fair. There he is. There is lawful evil Monokuma right here. The person who shared that info with me didn't seem interested in sharing it with you guys. So you share it instead. That way it'll be fair to all the participants. So someone else besides me knows this. Why wouldn't they share this information?
Okay.
That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
By the way, renting movies is so old school, it's more thrilling to illegally download them.
Psycho!
It's like trying not to get caught by a big game hunter while holding your breath during sex. And you would know this how? This information about the Exosols could be a clue to solving the case. I should remember this. Yeah, there's so much going on right now. And I don't like a single ounce of it. I guess really we should fast travel to the labs because it's a long way away. But where's Maki actually? Did we see her? No, she must be in her lab or our lab, and then I doubt we wouldn't run into her. My first thought, of course, was that she'd helped Kaito because it's her, you know? She's got a thing for Kaito. And the crossbow and all that. But how would Himiko know about the crossbow? It was only Kaito, Shuichi, and Maki there at that time when they worked out that it was a crossbow. Any other time, unless she'd gone in there of her own accord and found out it was a crossbow, unless Kaito had told her to get a crossbow, I feel like it's a red herring, to be honest. This game never gives you pertinent information that easily. You have to take everything with a pinch of salt, so I don't think that Himiko going to the hangar with that bag is as straightforward as it seems. There's got to be more to it. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Alright, everyone's here. I hope you're all ready. Are those weapons? So you went to my lab yesterday to find weapons to use against Monokuma. It's because Kaito had them. Right. So we need to look at these bags. As I suspected, there are 2 black bags here, identical to the one in the hangar. They're cases for crossbows. The crossbows are inside, but disassembled.
No.
It looks as if they don't even fit in the case unless they're disassembled. But there are 2. When I was here with Kaito before, there were 3. There were 3 of them. And I'm sure that Kaito didn't have a crossbow with him.
That's true.
In that case, the crossbow in the hangar must have come from here. Which means that someone must have brought it to the hangar from here. But it's fairly difficult to put together the crossbow. I don't believe you'd be able to do it unless Maki taught you.
No.
I'll think about that more later. For now, I need to investigate. I mean, no discredit to Himiko, but I don't think she would be able to work out how to put that crossbow together. Not without some help, at least. So she was pretty much only doing what she was told, right? Taking it to Kaito. We don't even know, technically, if the, if there was a crossbow in that bag. There could have been something else. We've been given the crossbow and we've been given the bag. We've not been given a connection between the two yet, other than what we assume. And assuming is dangerous in this game. I feel as though there are less weapons here than I remember. Yeah, we're just gonna see this again? Seems unnecessary, but okay. Is there anything else in here? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, but is there anything else that's relevant, is the question. Let me just use this. So we looked at the shelf, we looked at the bag. Oh, there's a gun missing. Look at all these guns. Even if they're all airsoft guns, it's a remarkable sight. Is that it? We're not going to talk about the fact that there's one missing here? I mean, was there one there before? It bothers me that they would leave a gap there. So there had to have been one there before, right? Who's got a gun? God, I hope it's not Kokichi. If he's even still alive, that we don't know yet. I guess now we need to go to Shuichi's lab. Here we are. That bottle of poison in the hangar, I need to confirm that it came from here. First things first, are there books missing from here? Case files lined up for me to read. There's nothing off about them, they don't seem to be related. No, okay, I guess that top shelf just happens to be empty. Or mostly empty. Strange. There are several bottles of poison lined up here. I haven't seen any poison outside of this lab, so the small bottle of poison I found must have come from here. There's a little less liquid in this bottle than the others. The label says Strike 9 poison. This poison takes some time to spread, but even a small amount of it can be lethal. I can't imagine that there's a smaller amount in this bottle for no reason. This must be a clue. Here we go again with a shelf of poisons and things potentially being swapped around. Anything else in here? Did someone do some mixing? There are a bunch of bottles on top of the desk. Did someone take them out? These bottles say antidote. Antidotes, huh? I didn't know these were here. According to the labels, each bottle is only one dose. And each one only works on a specific poison. Well, I suppose that makes sense. There are plenty of different kinds of poisons. That must be true for antidotes. Strike 9 poison and antidotes. That is disconcerting. None of these antidotes are for the Strike 9 poison. They're all for different poisons. What could that mean? Alright, I've investigated this room thoroughly. I didn't find any evidence to suggest Kaito isn't dead. On the contrary, there's plenty of evidence to suggest Kokichi isn't dead. Monokuma is still moving around and the killing game hasn't ended. And Kaito's clothes were in the hydraulic press. Which means the victim must be... No, it's too soon to be thinking like that. If I investigate a little more, I'll find something. There's still time. I should head back to the hangar. Perhaps I missed something. I should check again. Is there really still time? Okay, I guess something's going to have changed in that hangar. If another person is dead when I get there, I'm going to be pissed. They wouldn't do that again, would they? 2 double murders? Either that or someone's going to turn up. Like Kokichi or Kaito will be there. Or both of them. Or something ridiculous like that. There she is.
Shuichi!
Oh, Shuichi, can you come with me?
What happened?
Is something wrong? I found something strange in the bathroom. Please, hurry! He shouted quickly and ran into the bathroom. What are you talking about, Kibo? Okay, but first... Maki, why is it so easy for you to believe that Kaito is dead? I don't think she wants to believe it, but... I don't know. Tsumugi, you seem to have cheered up. Hey, it's almost time for the class trial to start, right? Was no one able to find Kokichi? I wonder. I haven't heard from anyone.
I see.
I wonder where he went off to. You seem to think that he's alive and Kaito's dead then. Did he disappear? He can't still be in the hangar. There are plenty of places he could hide. Or under there.
Could it be?
Shuichi, do you think the one who died was Kokichi?
Huh?
Seems
I mean, your face says you want to think that.
it's plain to see.
But I think that's just plain impossible. Kokichi's been manipulating us from the start. I can't believe someone like that could be killed by Kaito. Ah, of course, I don't mean to compliment Kokichi or make fun of Kaito or anything.
Okay.
I know, you're probably right. Tsumugi has a good point. I still don't have enough clues to conclude that Kokichi died. But I'm certain that one of them must have.
Hey,
Kibo was looking for you, you know. Hurry and get to the bathroom. I'm not gonna ask what you're gonna do with a robot in the bathroom. What is on Himiko's mind? Both Himiko and Tsumugi have been a bit odd. I mean, I expected Maki's response to a degree. And Kibo seems relatively normal, but both Tsumugi and Himiko have been well off so far in this case. Doesn't sit right with me at all.
Hey.
Kibo, what are you looking at?
Yes.
Take a look at this. What? Where did that come from? These are Kokichi's clothes. It's soaked and wrinkled, but there's no doubt these are Kokichi's.
But
Where did you find this? I didn't see it when I was investigating the bathroom. And why are they soaked? Well, the toilet seemed to be clogged, so I reached my hand down the drain and pulled out these clothes. It looks like they couldn't be flushed all the way. Couldn't be flushed all the way? Why were these clothes in the toilet in the first place?
yeah.
Yes, it was very brave of me, and thanks to that, I managed to find an important clue. Now, Shuichi, please investigate as much as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Clogging the toilet, huh? But this isn't the time to hesitate. What? Don't tell me he's running around naked. Kokichi's clothes found in the bathroom. If they were found in the toilet, someone must have tried to flush them. But who would do that?
What's the matter?
Is something the matter? Please, investigate. I'm trying. Okay. The ultimate detective can't stop here. This has to be an important clue.
All right.
I made up my mind, grabbed Kokichi's soaked clothes, and spread them open. Huh? There's a small hole in the back. And another small hole on the sleeve. This is about the same size as the one on Kaito's sleeve. There are traces of blood around the holes too. What does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. And in that case, there's a chance Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press.
Thank you.
Kibo, thank you. Thank you, this is a very important clue.
Well,
Oh, I'm happy I was able to help, but I must decline shaking that hand of yours.
no.
Your hands aren't clean either, though. What? But if Kokichi was the one crushed in the hydraulic press, where did Kaito go? Why not show himself? Why is this game still going, even though the mastermind is dead? If this is awkward, Shuichi, I can leave and give you some privacy.
Huh?
You're concerned about that? Kibo and I washed our hands in the sink and left the bathroom. Yep, just in time.
It's about that time. That's right. It's time for the class trial, where hope and despair meet head-on. Please proceed to the Shrine of Judgment in the courtyard and head to the trial grounds. Everyone needs to be there. Got it?
Right, everyone needs to be there.
Anyone who's absent will be swiftly and permanently punished. I wonder what kind of despair awaits you this time.
Someone has to turn up. Right now. Whoever's not dead. Everyone needs to be there. That means Kokichi or Kaito. Whoever is alive will be there.
Then
At the trial, we'll know who the victim is. Yeah. It's time. I'll go on ahead then. Himiko, please. Don't leave me. We're out of time.
If I must.
Let's head to the trial grounds. We need to settle our business with Kokichi. It's already starting. All of us. That means Kokichi will come too. She's dead set on it being Kaito that was killed, isn't she? That's odd. I don't know what to think about this trial, actually. Well, here we are again, in front of the Shrine of Judgment. We're gonna head into the 5th class trial in the next part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.